Hi, welcome to Module 1 for this Past Life Regression course. We're really excited to work with you on this course, and hopefully you can sense our enthusiasm, our passion for these video modules, as well as for the training manual, which is very in-depth, that we've put together for you. So, if you want to learn to become a past life regression therapist, you must have a basic understanding, first of all, of what hypnosis or hypnotherapy is. So for this very first module, let's look at the history, the foundations of hypnosis, so that that's going to then give you a cemented foundation to move forward into learning all about regression. So first of all, people want to ask, what is hypnosis? So to know what it is, you must know what it's not. So hypnosis is not a form of mind control. The client is in control at all times. What hypnosis and hypnotherapy is, it's just taking your client into a deep level of relaxation. So it's just a slight altered level of awareness. It's a slight shift of consciousness, and it's something that we all automatically do thousands of times every day. So it's a very, very natural process. It allows your client to just focus their mind on something whilst going to just a deep level of hypnosis. Now, it's a world away from stage hypnosis, if any of you have seen that. If you've seen people in pubs, clubs, even Darren Brown, which is he's a big British guy here, that does some elements of street hypnosis in with his shows. You will purely be using hypnosis, which is just that level of relaxation, for therapeutic use. So the client is never out of control. They cannot run around the room like a headless chicken. They are just purely relaxing while listening to your words. So that's really what hypnosis is. The history of hypnosis goes back to really, I would say, going back thousands of years. When you look at the ancient Egyptians, when you look at the ancient Greeks, they all had sleep temples, and that's where they would perform what we would call hypnosis. It's become more into Western society now, I would say within the last couple of hundred years. So certainly from the mid-17th century, hypnosis has become more and more into the forefront of Western society. However, really up until I would say the last 30, 40 years, then it's really taken part in our society. It still comes with a little bit of stigma, but that's really fear about what it isn't. But it is something that's very natural, and it's even used by the NHS nowadays, so it's becoming very, very mainstream. There's lots of famous hypnotherapists that you would have heard on along the years, like Freud, Mesmer, Milton Erickson are some of the big hypnotic names. They all use different elements of regression and hypnosis, but they just took their clients into a nice deep level of relaxation, and that's all they did. So some of you will be familiar with those hypnotherapists' names, and they are kind of the great hypnotherapists of our time over the last couple of hundred years. To move into this module 1, I want to first of all look at what we call the 7 principles of hypnosis. So this is a very valuable part to this module. It's also great if after listening to the video modules that you work through the training manual as well, because that's really going to enhance and cement the knowledge that you're learning too. So let's look at the 7 principles of hypnosis. So the first one is collaboration. So collaboration means that you need your client's help. What it purely means is that the conscious mind can be very strong and can override whatever suggestions as the hypnotherapist that you're putting to it. We'll look more of that later. But it means, collaboration means that you need your client's help. So as the regression therapist, you are going to be taking the client to their memories, but the client needs to allow themselves to go to that level of relaxation. They need to allow themselves to be open to the memories that are coming to them. So you do need their help as the hypnotherapist. The next one is forced cognition. Saying it makes the client think it. So when you're using suggestion therapy, which again we'll come on to in a later module, you're making suggestions to the subconscious mind, and this then makes the client have new thought patterns and be able to successfully reach their goals. Number 3 is sensory thought. Thinking about the events triggers the senses. Might sound simple, but using regression skills from this course, you're going to take your client back to memories within their past lives. And when those memories arise, the senses become more astute, more alert, and they make the whole experience more real. Number 4 is physical thought. Thinking changes the body. We're all aware of the mind and body connection, but what comes with that will allow the client to make amazing changes and healing within their body when they really realize the connection between the mind and the body. Number 5 is feedback. As the past life regression therapist, you are going to be taking your client into memories, and you're going to be asking them exactly what it is that's happening. As you ask them exactly what it is that's happening, they are going to be feeding back to you what the process is, what they're uncovering during the memories. So you're getting their feedback at all times. So number 5 is very, very important. You're taking your client back to the memories, and they need to be able to tell you, to express to you exactly what's happening. Number 6 is utilization. Making use of everything that happens. Everything is a resource. When you're doing regression and hypnosis, you're going to be using your client's own terminology, which means that you're using their words to facilitate the changes that they want to make within their life. So it's incredibly important that you do use the wording and their terminology. And number 7, possibly the most important, is confidence. The attitude of you as a regression therapist is key. Now you have to really have an understanding of the subject matter of past life regression. You've got to have a confidence inside of yourself that shows that you've got all the tools to be able to help your clients and to help them heal events from hundreds, if not thousands of years ago. If you have a lack of confidence, your clients will energetically pick up on that. So it's really important that you do have that confidence inside of you. And this course is going to give you all of that. So you are going to have the confidence. You've just got to feel it inside. So that's the 7 principles of hypnosis. Let's look at the different levels of hypnosis. So we're going to look at 4 brain waves. The first one is beta, which is a general conscious awareness. It's a waking normality for the client. That is the brain wave that when you're going around your everyday business, I'm talking, doing this video module for you, and I'm already in a beta brainwave because it's a normal conscious waking awareness for me. Once you take your clients into hypnosis, you move them into the alpha brainwave, and that's just a very gentle and can be quite a light level of relaxation. That is generally where suggestion therapy hypnosis would take place. A deeper brainwave, a deeper level of relaxation moves the clients down to theta. Now the theta brainwave is where past life regression memories are held. So your client must be relaxed enough in order for those theta brainwaves to work, which just purely means that you have to do a relaxation process with your client that's going to last a good amount of time to get them into the theta brainwave. And the last one is delta. That would be akin to if a client had hypnosis for anesthesia or for childbirth, then they would be in a very, very deep delta brainwave. But for the purpose of past life regression, you are going to be using the theta brainwave. Now that draws together the end of module 1, so make sure you're reading the material too in our training PDF, and you can follow these video modules to really cement the learning. Once you feel happy with that, I'm going to see you on module 2. I look forward to it.